Hi, this is Randy Gerosa from American Showcase. Today I have Judy. Judy has a Ford Fairlane. Judy, I'd love to hear your story. Can you start from the beginning? What got you interested in cars?
I'm a middle child. I have a brother who's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
So he got into cars, and whenever he needed help on his cars, his friends weren't around. So I always said I was the best brother that a sister can be.
Oh, so you're a bit of a tomboy, having fun with your
Yes.
brother. I bet there were great memories for that, huh?
There
you,
were.
You had to feel pretty special.
Of course,
Yeah?
yes.
So time goes on. So was it this car or another car when you started out?
When
You first
really
started
got
with your
into
brother.
it,
I mean, that's the heartbreaker, right? I'm going to get closer to my brother. My brother's got a car. I'm going to be his hand-me guy. And then all of a sudden, the rest of your life seemed to involve cars.
well, my brother used to have a '66 Fairlane.
Aha, so that's where it
So
comes in.
that's where the interest in the Fairlane came.
Got it.
And the engine blew up, and he decided instead of fixing it, he just got something else.
Got it.
But then I got the adrenaline running through my blood, and all the cars I've had to be Fords.
Okay.
So in 1977, I purchased a 70 Mach 1
Wow.
that I had for 21 years.
I used to love those cars.
Me too.
So did you have to do any modifications to that, or was it a car that you just bought that you loved, and did you take that to car shows?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 351 Cleveland 4-barrel.
Wow.
And it was 4-speed, which was very important because a lot of guys would go, okay, yeah, girls in that car.
Right, muscle
it's gotta
car,
be
muscle girl.
It's got to be an automatic, and it's like, no, I can go through the gears, and
Oh, wow.
so
That is very, very cool.
Yes,
you were a lady ahead of your time in that part of the
I
field,
think
right?
so. Yes.
Was there any other women at that time in this geographic location that you were friends with that were similar to you?
Well, ironically, hanging out I'm from Germantown,
Okay.
and everybody would cruise the falls, and there were a couple other girls that also had 70 Mustangs.
Wow. So
So-
that was popular for the female
It
breed
was,
that age
yes.
in your town.
It was a sexy looking car, and it was what we all wanted to
show,
drive.
sure.
Yes.
So so we're like in 1977, time has gone by. What's the next best thing for you?
Well, the fact that I had it for 21 years.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It got a little ragged looking.
Okay.
So went through a full restoration on it. Not a rotisserie,
Sure.
but back in '91, and it used to be ivy green metallic. Well,
Okay.
suddenly it was current red metallic. So it was like a total transformation of the car.
By your choice.
Yes.
Terrific. How did the paint job turn out? How did you like it?
Oh, it was awesome.
Awesome.
It's like the car got some attention before, but when it was that candy-ish color,
Sure.
and then I started going to even more shows because then the car
yeah.
was
Shining.
all fresh and flawless.
Yeah.
And I entered it actually at World of Wheels,
Oh, wow.
and my mom would always go, "Why are you sticking so much money into that car? You know, maybe you should do something else with it." Well, I got on the front page of the Milwaukee Journal.
Wow.
Suddenly my mom's like, "That's my daughter, that's her car." And I'm like,
The
"Mom,
aha
how did
moment."
you change?"
Oh, that's a great story. So what happened from there? Mom's on board now.
Right. And then all of a sudden, it was 93, I got my motorcycle license.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Yeah, so then it's like, I got my first Sportster in '94, and then suddenly the car was kind of not being used as much. People are like, "Why don't you take it out?" It's like, no, I've got a ride. It's nice out for that.
Wow. Got it. So
So-
your blood was kind of changing there.
Right. So '98, I found her a really good home. The guy still cherishes the car.
Oh, great.
And-
So even today?
Yes, he
Wow.
still has it.
You
So
keep track of all your children.
exactly. So
Oh, that's terrific.
He purchased it, and then I just started moving up in bigger motorcycles.
Okay.
And then I was feeling left behind that I didn't have a muscle car anymore.
Okay.
And a friend of mine that I worked with, she had a '97 Mustang Cobra.
Okay.
that she needed to sell. And it's like, I have a really good place for your
For
car
your Cobra.
to go.
Yep.
So I purchased that and was enjoying that, but it was like, still something was missing. We bought my husband's 68 Torino, so he had a really cool muscle
Cool car. Sure. Those are great cars.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
So what happened from there?
I was enjoying
The Gran Torino.
taking care of his
Yeah.
car and, you know, cleaning it up for the shows and all that.
And we all know how much hard work that is.
Exactly.
I mean, I've heard that some people spend 10 hours or more trying to get these cars into show shape. Some people more, some people a little bit less, but it is a commitment.
Yes, it is.
So,
Yeah.
so tell me now where we left off with the Gran Torino and your Cobra. You were taking care of your husband's. Were you doing work on it, like service work, detail work?
A lot of detail work.
A lot of detail
yes.
work.
As
Okay.
he says, I'll take care of under the hood, but you got to make sure that she always looks good. So,
Aw,
which I enjoy doing because there's nothing like shiny paint that.
yeah. That's especially something that you have a passion with, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, my mom was very accepting of us still being involved in cars, and so unfortunately, my mom went into the hospital
Okay.
for what was just supposed to be. She didn't feel good, and
So
her
she-
chest didn't feel good.
So she thought she was going in for a routine checkup,
Right.
and things didn't go right.
Correct. They installed a pacemaker. My mom was fine. And then 3 days after she went to rehab, my mom was gone.
Oh,
So that was a hard pill to swallow.
I'm so sorry to hear that. God bless you.
Thank you.
I can see the love on your face about your mom. And I guess, where did that lead you with the car?
Okay, so all of 17 was spent trying to take care
Cool.
of my mom's house and
The
you
estate
know,
and the whole
do
nine
all
yards.
of that stuff.
Full-time job.
And then in, I believe it was June, end of May, beginning of June of 2018, I said to my husband, I go, you know, I am going to pass away and I'll never get my dream car of a 66 Fairlane. He's like, Judy, what are you waiting for? And I'm like, it's a very good question. What am I waiting for? So I went on eBay, and there's another site called, I think it's Tempest, which
Okay.
is similar to Craigslist or whatever. And all of a sudden I saw this car and I'm like, wow, that is a very sharp looking car. And it was down in Indianapolis.
Wow.
So I called the guy.
So maybe your mom was leading you to the promised land. You never know, right?
Exactly.
Isn't that a wonderful story? Wow.
So I went down there, and within 2 weeks after saying, or Jim telling me, what am I waiting for? I had this car sitting.
What a
in our-
testimony of what a husband he is. That's really great.
Yes.
That's really great. A guy's could have thought a million different ways to spend money.
Exactly.
He thought of you and how important your memories are with your mom. That's
Right.
something we all need in our lives. That's something that America could work on, I think.
I would agree with that.
Right? So you put the money in the car, and what happened? How many shows have you done with it?
I've done, this will be the third Motor Mania show I've done with it.
Oh, wow. And we're so happy that, you know, you go to Motor Mania and attend the shows. It's people like you. It's the story behind the car. It's about community and love that we do this. And I want to thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.